Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Sir, just before I answer that question, allow me to congratulate the Fiji School Boys under 18 that made history on the weekend by defeating the Australia Schoolboys by 26 points to 14. Sir, I also wish to thank Professor Bev Broughton, who is in the public gallery with Mr. Rajesh Singh this morning, and Rugby League beat Fiji Pte Limited for putting together Fiji's bid for the NRL franchise. Last but not least, sir, I congratulate all our weightlifters that participated in the recent 2024 Commonwealth Championship here at home. It made us all proud, and we wish you well in your future endeavors. Mr. Speaker, reference to the question raised by the honourable member, I wish to highlight that there are a few pathways in place that allows or give opportunities for secondary school players. The most prominent pathway is through the Fijian Rua setup. Due to its elite nature as a franchise team, the pathways into the Rua involves the following path. Rua Under-16 Academy. Mr. Speaker, this year in August, the Fiji Rugby High Performance Unit established the Under-16 Boys Academy. There are 30 sports from Rua Under-16 Academy with all players selected from the Dean's competition from all over Fiji through talent identification, talent tagging and talent processing. There's also a $2,000 support allowance per annum for each player. In this structure, sir, players will go through a 2-year processing phase where the best at the age of 18 years will then be chosen to be part of the Rua development program with a starting salary of $10,000 to $15,000 per annum. Progressing from the Rua development program would be the player's selection into the Rua professional contract, which starts at a base salary of $40,000 per annum. High Performance Unit Academy for men and women. Mr. Speaker, the Fiji Rugby High Performance Unit Academy for men and women players are also select players from the provincial competition with ages ranging from 17 to 23 years. Most of the selections for these cohorts are from the school's rugby competition using our long-term athlete development plan. Under this plan, there are 60 contracted players. Sports for men's is 30 men's and 30 contracted sports for women. 60 contracted players for men's and 30 contracted sports for women. Players selected from schools under these programs, under 16 Academy and the LTADP have opportunities to progress further into men's Fiji Under-20, Fiji Warriors, Fiji Men's Sevens team, Fijian Rua, and the Flying Fijians. For women's, they have the opportunity to progress further to Fiji Under-7s, Fiji Under-15, and Fiji Under-Rua. This pathway model has been a successful factor in the establishment of the Fijian Rua program in 2021, with 80% of players in the initial Rua setup coming through the pathways. The Flying Fijians Rugby World Cup team of 2023 had 60% of players that have come through the school's pathway. Overseas school scholarships. Mr. Speaker, the above setup or pathway in the Fiji rugby system also focuses on elite talents from our domestic schools It does not restrict or control the best talents in our schools being offered rugby scholarships in New Zealand, Australia and Japan. Some of our best talented players through secondary schools that go across progress further to universities and to the different franchises of the countries that offer scholarships of this nature. The same concepts apply for players from schools that are offered academy contracts with premier clubs all over the world. The same process as any professional franchise applies. Semi-professional pathways, Mr. Speaker, under the semi-professional pathways, school players are offered engagements with clubs in mainly Australia and New Zealand, where playing is part-time with work. In conclusion, Mr. Speaker, the above are the current pathways for secondary school students looking to use rugby as a career opportunity. However, further to the above, a review of the Fiji National Sports Commission, as approved by Cabinet earlier this year, will be conducted soon. This review will ensure that a clear sports development pathway is established for all sports, not only rugby, for all sports in the country, and more importantly, the establishment of the Fiji Institute of Sports to coordinate such developments. I thank you, sir.